My experience with Boyle Heights has taught me how resilient a community can be. By really deep diving into the history and structure of this city, I was able to understand how hard this city has fought to keep its culture alive. The amount of environmental racism and pollution these people and the land has had to endure in order for Los Angeles to grow is immense. This includes the ever-sprawling nature of Los Angeles' freeways and highways. In Boyle Heights, the freeways are an all-encompassing infrastructure. They have cut through this city, dividing neighborhoods and creating an interstitial scar tissue. These landscapes that surround Boyle Heights have been horribly mismanaged and left to entropy. They are full of trash, invasive species, and graffiti, but they are still utilized. People have found shortcuts and refuge through and in these landscapes. Within these spaces are desire lines, trails made by people, not the city, in order to make these spaces the byproducts of auto-centric development a little bit more pedestrian-friendly. These places act as no man's lands of sorts, occupied by all types of people. People have reclaimed this space out of necessity, and to reclaim it further with design would make this space more comfortable, essential, and beautiful. Straddling the line between gentrification and community investment is a hard one. Through ecological restoration of these spaces and a path created from these desire lines, this greenway will provide efficient pedestrian walkways, a space of leisure, and access to natural space. My project hopes to create a space for all the occupants of Boyle Heights that reintroduce the California chaparral landscape back into these abandoned interstitial spaces created by the freeways. This includes a 3-mile greenway and 4 small parklets that pass under the 6th Street Viaduct. By focusing on small-scale and simple design changes to make these spaces desirable, occupiable, and more managed, I feel that Boyle Heights will have a nice trail that's safe for all its occupants. More of a Boyle Heights secret than a tourist attraction. The simplicity and the cost of this proposal make it attainable, a way to impart real investment as opposed to more ambitious architectural interventions that perhaps represent questionable objectives. The design will include new plantings, lighting, entrances and exits for the trail, wayfinding artwork, and signage. The plantings will be a mixture of seasonal flowers, fragrant plants, and edible plants intended to create an ecosystem, allowing for birds and pollinators to flourish. Because the landscape will have different flowers that bloom in different seasons, the trail will always be changing and visually striking. The entrances for the trail, once holes and fences, will become cast iron gates, a motif in these Los Angeles neighborhoods. The chaparral experience is further enhanced for the user by the activation of the auditory and olfactory senses. The wayfinding artwork will invite people to the trail from urban spaces. The signage will inform people about native plants, decoding what is edible and what is not. By improving these in-between spaces, Boyle Heights will obtain a new green space that it badly needs.